We are now joined by John Burns, CEO of John Burns Real Estate Consulting. John?
How are you?
I'm good, man. Good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
This is a big show. This is a lot of activity. Honestly, I went through the show yesterday. I had a couple hours in between shows here. It was packed.
It was a traffic jam getting over here.
It was, and the intensity is different this year than it has been in years past.
Yes.
We've seen it start to ramp up. This year feels different. You see the same thing?
Oh, in a massive way. So we have a proprietary survey we do where we survey about almost 20% of the new homes sold every month. Home sales have been up 15, 15, and 19% October, November, December, year over year. So you have that kind of a fourth quarter when the housing's supposed to be slow heading into the show. People are ecstatic.
So what does that mean right now, and what does it mean 5 years from now?
Right now it means things are great. The longer things are great, the more risk gets created. So that's what we're spending time thinking about. And we have all sorts of risk indices and things like that. So that's how we handle the 5-year forecast. But we think the demographics underlying the industry are extremely strong. And even if the economy has some sort of a downturn, I actually think it's going to be the construction industry that is the good story.
That comes out of that.
Yeah. To make sure it's a softer recession.
Isn't it though in your nature as a real estate consultant looking at the data and the analysis to be a little pessimistic, to say, well, let's just everybody calm down here. We've been through this before, but you feel that everything still points to some good stuff.
So
in the future.
I got quite a reputation for being pessimistic because
that's why I brought it up, John.
So because I was loud about the downturn.
Yeah.
And I should have been louder, honestly. Yeah. But we've been one of the most aggressive forecasters coming out of it. In fact, of all the competitors we track with forecasts, we have the most bullish forecast for price and volume next year, and we're increasing our forecast this month. So I don't have an agenda to be pessimistic or optimistic. My business does well when we're right.
Right.
So, and it's a very collaborative effort of all of our clients. I mean, I was bearish during the downturn because I have hedge fund clients that were short the mortgage industry. And we called the recovery slower than the building products guys because I had the builders telling me I don't have the labor and the lots.
Right.
And now we're seeing the consumer come back strong, and our feasibility business is booming, and so we're telling the building product guys, you need to up your game because there's going to be more demand than you're planning on for 2018.
So in real estate consulting, and when you look at those numbers, builders are coming to you, they're saying, where do we need to be?
Yeah.
What sections are hot? What sections are slowing down? That's your job, is to show them, here's what's happening.
Right.
And for them to be able to react. Do you see those builders reacting when you tell them?
Absolutely. So in 2013, the recovery was so confusing, and there was one more millennial excuse after another on why homes weren't being built. We started a 9,000-hour research project on demographics that ended up with a book called Big Shifts Ahead, and it was massively clear. Entry-level buyers over the next 10 years, and not 55 plus, 65 plus. And if you look in the rearview mirror, all the surge into urban was driven by people in their 20s and empty nesters. So if you just say, hey, those people are going to be 10 years older, what are they going to be? They're going to be buying entry-level homes, and they're going to be buying a retirement home. And so the builders, in fact, the public builders, almost all of them have announced new brands targeted to the entry level and the 55 plus, and they're really going after the 65 plus.
They used to just build homes.
Well,
now they're saying, hey, let's build homes based upon these market segments that are becoming more and more prevalent.
I'll say it a different way. They've made a lot of money over the last 20 years selling move-up homes to baby boomers because that's where the demand was. Now the demand is shifted, so they need to do less move-up homes and more of these other things.
So for those that want to know more about your forecast and your analysis and how they get in touch with you, what does your company do, and how can you help a builder?
Okay, well, the book is called Big Shifts Ahead, and it's $20 for 9,000 hours of research. I think it's a pretty good value. I'll never break even on that ever.
No, that's not a good business move there, John.
But it's informed our consulting business. So our feasibility work has morphed much more into consumer research and putting the right products in the house, and don't put the things on the house they won't spend and money on and do on the others. And then we have a research subscription business that's gotten quite large, looking at every single metro in the country with our clients' help, trying to figure out what's going on.
Well, John, it's always great to talk to you. You bring a lot of value and a lot of years of experience to the table, and we hope you're right.
Yeah.
And if you're not, we'll see you here next year, and you can explain why you're not right.
Well, as soon as I'm wrong, I'll change my forecast. So,
John, good to see you. Thanks for coming on to the program.